Dragi prijatelji, evo, nakon nekog vremena ja vas opet želim jako lijepo pozdraviti iz Zadra. 9 je sati i počinjemo s webinarom. Vidim da nas ima iz cijele bivše regije, tako da vas sve lijepo pozdravljam. Ne bi previše trošio vremena našem gostu koji je evo specijalno radi vas se spojio i svoj koncept će nam još jedanput malo približiti. Dakle, za sve one koji me ne poznaju i koji su ovdje prvi put, evo ja ću se samo u kratkim crtama predstaviti. Moje ime je Mladen Vojković, u ovom poslu sam 4 godine, trenutno sam na karijernom nivou 4, imam preko 20.000 ljudi u mreži, u svojoj organizaciji, u preko 20 država i jako se veselim budućnosti šta će se s ovim projektom događati. Međutim, večeras ja nisam bitan, puno je bitniji čovjek koji dolazi poslije mene, dakle to je osoba za koju mogu reći da nije samo moj poslovni partner, nego je i prijatelj koji ima jako puno poslovnog iskustva, ne samo u projektu Lioness, nego u projektima koji su vezani i za financije i za razne strategije razvoja i uspjeha. Inače, on je doktor ekonomije. U zadnjih 10 godina bavi se business coachingom i trenutno preko 300 ljudi širom Španjolske, znači predsjednici velikih kompanija surađuju s njim i na neki način on ih vodi u svom poslovanju. Pa ne bi evo previše dužio, nego bi stvarno dao riječ Joseu i sljedećih sat vremena uživajmo u njegovom znanju. Please, Jose, you can go with your knowledge. So I will hear you again later.
Thank you, Laden. Thank you very much. Let me share my screen now so we can start. Okay. So, well, first of all, let's see. I think everything is working good. So, first of all, thank you so much for this invitation. It is always a pleasure to talk to my Balkan friends. And when I say friends, I really mean it. One of the most amazing things about this year, 2014, is having the ability to work with international leaders, not only work together, but also help each other. And it is always an honor for me to have you in this webinar. There's a lot of people connected. I know this webinar has been recorded, so I'm going to provide a lot of value. I prepared myself really well for this webinar. But before we start with the webinar of Plan Your Success, I would like to tell you a few things that are happening lately in the world of Lioness and in the world of LionConnect. A couple, probably 4 weeks ago, I got a really good phone call from Level 8 Franz Freiniger, and he invited me to be one of the speakers at the first LionConnect event in Graz. And of course, it was an honor to share the stage with Hubert Freidel, with Sami, with Franz Freiniger, and with other presidents. It was, of course, it was the first LionConnect event in the heart of Austria, which is Graz. And I went there, of course, to add value to the program, but I also went there to learn. And it was very interesting to see a new concept of event in which I'm going to try to explain to you so you can imagine how the event was. But also, I want to let you know that I'm going to be working with all the leaders from Croatia, Bosnia, Serbia, Macedonia. I'm going to be working with the leaders so we can implement this new concept, which is very similar as the business progress, but of course with some improvements. We have we're very lucky to have all the knowledge of Franz Freiniger after 11 years in the business, but also having all the experience of Eric Worre and all the experience that we have in the last 3-4 years. And so for me, it was a very good surprise to see an event that starts with basically a reception in which the networkers actually interact and get together with the SMEs. Just imagine that when you enter the event, there is kind of like an expo with Lioness SMEs that, of course, have the M-turn, and the people, when they arrive to the event, these people can purchase products and services that the SMEs offer, and also the business owner of the SMEs, they get to know each other. So the first hour, what happening is the owners start talking about B2B, and finally the network, which are the clients, get to know the owner of the SMEs. So this first hour, it was of very high value. And then after that, it was the first speaker that came on stage, and he was talking about what's happening in the world. He was talking about the fact that technology is actually replacing humans. Technology, little by little, is actually doing a lot of things that human beings were doing in the past. So the first section was about facts, data, and they were very related with the Rice movie. So the new people who were there, they were getting real facts about the world and about what's happening, and also about network marketing. And then after that, there was the shopping network info. Of course, local people from Graz, they invite new guests. And when the new people saw the SMEs, when the new people saw the good energy at the event, and when they saw the facts about what's happening in the world, when they saw the facts about network marketing, and when they saw the All About Like Connect video, it actually made completely sense. And a lot of people who only went for the first part of the event, they decided to stay for the second part. So that was really, really good to see that kind of concept. And then after that, it was kind of like let's call it the real event in which the speakers, they talk about the company, the vision, they talk about how to work in the first 90 days, how to work in the first year, what to do with new prospects, of course, the Eric Warwick skills, the Let's Get Started. And at the end, it was the cashback zone. A lot of you know me, that I was playing the cashback zone at the end of the event. And to make the whole story short, it was a concept that it is very similar that what we were doing with the business progress, but it was a little bit better because it integrates the SME, B2B, and the power of the network. Just to show you a few pictures here on my computer, I think you guys are looking at my screen now. This past Saturday, Hannes Freiniger came to Spain, and we replicate the same event. We did an event in which morning, hopefully you are looking at my computer right now. In the morning, we have the owner of SMEs doing a display of their services. Okay, this is one example. Then let me show you some other pictures. For example, these were SMEs an expo at the event. Let me show you some other pictures. These were wine, of course, in Spain. We have some winery houses which are already part of Lioness. Here's another example of SMEs. This is Let's Get Started, some of the things of Plan Your Success, and a lot of M-Term. Once again, you know, books, printing. There were about 20 SMEs at the event. There was actually food. People could actually purchase food from the SMEs. And finally, you know, this is part of the people who were there. There was a part with the expo, and there was another part with the actual event from workers. Finally, just some of the owners of the SMEs giving some testimonials. So why am I sharing this information with you? Because in the last, from November 8th until today, there has been a lot of changes. There have been all the leaders. We have been trying to do a great job on informing everybody. And of course, even if all the changes are good, because they're very positive, at the end of the day, there are changes. And now we are at the stage in which all the information has been released. A lot of us, including you probably know 98% or 100% of all the information, and it's now the time to get back to work. And there is there's an important change of concept. In the past, in Lioness, we were doing headhunting. Headhunting meaning we were looking for amazing people. We're looking for people who were already successful, people who can rock roll this thing. And it was great because we need those people. But the reality is that 90% of the appointments, we were not using those contacts. And now with network marketing, of course, we need to find people who really want to do a big share of the market, but that 90% of the appointments that in the past we were not using for anything, it is very important now to include those people into Lioness Live Connect, because now there is actually a space for everybody. So I am having some meetings in this week and next week with the leaders, because I saw that the concept was successful in Graz, in Austria. I already tested this new concept in my town in Bilbao, and it worked. Next weekend, I am testing again this concept in Madrid, and I'm gonna give all my knowledge and all the experience of these 3 events to the leaders in the Balkan countries, so you guys can take the business progress and basically do a few improvements which are going to be a lot better. I know I have been in many business progress, and they are amazing events, but like everything in life, success is about adapting new changes. Success is about improving all the time. So now let's go with my main message for today. I hope you're looking at my screen, and let's start with the main concept for today's webinar. So, as many of you know, I went for the first time to Croatia for the Business Excellence. That was an amazing event, and I have been a few times participating, taking part in the business progress, and also with my planning tools and methods called Accelerate Your Success. I know that success leaves clues, and I have become obsessed with identifying which are the habits that if you implement on the day, every day, you actually achieve success. So one of the definitions of success is basically the execution of basic fundamentals every single day. So today, the idea is to give you a summary of things I already have shown in Croatia, and tell you a few news, because we're gonna be back in April, and I want to share with you some new insights and a summary of how to plan your success, because I don't know if you believe it or not, but you can plan your success, you can execute your success every day, but you can also plan your failure. So let's start with today's webinar. Plan your 2015. Anticipation is a central motivating force for everyday life. What am I trying to say here? So it seems like yesterday we celebrated the end of 2014, and we actually started 2015. But the surprise here is that we already are in the mid of February. Not even mid, we're actually towards the end of February. So here is where we are today. And if you're listening to me right now, or if you listen to me later in the recording, I want you to think that January is over and February is almost over. So what have you done in the last 45 days? 30 days in January, and we are now in February 23rd. If you would have to put a grade to yourself of everything you have achieved from January 1st until today, what grade would you put yourself from 1 to 10? You know, sometimes when I look at this, I get angry. I say, come on, Jose, you can do much better. You can do even more amazing things. So the first message of today is this time of 2015 is gone, you know, and we have 10 months to make 2015 an amazing year. So is your 2015 going to be better than 2014? Is it going to be exactly the same, or is it going to be worse than 2014? Tell me. You know, because I usually, you know, like Jim Rohn says, I'll talk to myself. Sometimes I look at this picture and say, come on, is it going to be the same? Is it going to be better? Or is it going to be worse? Now, of course, it depends of what we do in March. It depends on what we do in April. So how is it going to be? So for some of you who had the opportunity to be at the Accelerate Your Success program in January when I was there in Croatia, you already got the template, you already got the method, and now you have the method. You just need to perform. You just need to apply these basic fundamentals. Now, let's zoom in. Let's look at January, February, and March. So in the beginning of the year, you wanted to do a lot of things. Of course, this is a natural reset. You know, every single year in January, I see a lot of people, not only in Spain, I work also in other countries. I see people in the US very motivated. I see people in Spain highly motivated. People in South America highly motivated. But then in about January 15th, things become a little bit difficult because we get back to reality. And then by the mid of January, we are already executing the same habits of 2014. And then we try to hold the situation, but it gets worse. And we know that deep inside, we know that we're not doing what we're supposed to be doing. And then January ends and we say, crap, you know, come on, we need to get a turning point. We need to change this reality. And you get a little bit angry and you get frustrated. You know, being angry, being frustrated is good, but it's good if you do something about it. So first week of February, already gone. Second week of February, already gone. And some of you probably took a big team to Banja Luka, and some of you are preparing for the next business progress. I know some of you are doing actions to make your business grow. But listen, are you doing everything you can? Two of the most important words after talking to Hannes, after talking to Franz, listen to me carefully. One important word is B2B, and another important word is events. Tell me how many people you have in events, and I'll tell you how your 2015 is going to be. Tell me what are you doing if you're opening your day and if you're closing your day, and I'll tell you how 2015 is going to be. And of course, event, B2B, and appointments and appointments and appointments. And at the end, look how February 23rd is. Like today, here's where we are. This is today. And you are connecting to my webinar, and I hope you're getting a little bit angry. I hope you're saying, damn, Jose is right. The next 10 months, they have to be different. So this depends of going back to that week, things that are simple fundamentals that I'm going to explain to you in this webinar, and start actually changing what you do every single day. And this is basically the laws of success, understanding why some people accomplish a lot of things and why some people just don't accomplish anything. So this is the situation. We have the last week of February and we have March to get a turning point. Okay? And why? Why I'm not accomplishing what I want to accomplish, and how I can get this turning point in March. So let's understand some laws, okay? Because one of the reasons people want to be successful, but people don't want to understand the laws of success. So think about some laws. We have the law of cause and effect. You know, nothing happens when you do something. There's always an effect, a cause and consequence, always. If you do good things today, good things will happen next week and 3 months from today. If you don't do what you need to do, then you're not going to accomplish what you need to accomplish. So here, basically, just make sure you identify your should and your must. You know, must, I must do this, I must work, I must pay the bills, I must, but it's all about the should. I should be doing more appointments, I should be socializing more, I should be meeting more people, I should be investing more in personal development, I should. The law of gravity, of course we know that, it's in every single part of our life. The law of attraction, you know, these people, you say, oh my God, you know, I visualize something and now I'm watching this car everywhere. Of course, you know, visualization is a very powerful tool. The law of polarity, you know, positive and negative. The law of supply and demand. These are just laws that you need to understand. Now, one of the laws that I want to talk to you about today is the law of success. Okay? And why? It's because I have accomplished not only a successful company in Spain and career level 5, not because I work hard, that I did. It's just because I, number one, apply basic fundamentals. Number two, because I understand these laws of success. So let me give you a few laws of success so I can pick your brain and we can discuss how to actually implement these laws of success. So law number one, it is not what successful people do. It is actually what success people don't do. You know, there's many people asking to successful people, hey, you know, what do you do? And it's not about what they do, it's what they don't do. And sometimes I can be a lot of extreme about some things. But successful people are not checking email every single minute. Successful people are not answering calls every single minute. Successful people, in fact, they don't spend too much time in front of a computer. Successful people, they do what unsuccessful people don't do. Let me tell this law in a different way. Success has less to do with what we can get ourselves to do and more to do with keeping ourselves from doing what we shouldn't. Okay? So let me read it again. It's not about what you need to do. It's about keeping yourself from doing things that you shouldn't be doing. Okay? Hey, can you come with me to this party? Maybe not. Oh, can you do this report for me? Maybe not. Oh, can you be in this meeting tomorrow? Maybe not. It's about things that you shouldn't do. Law number two. There is nothing so useless as doing efficiently that which should not be done at all. So I found a lot of people doing a bunch of things that they don't need to be done. So you can be very efficiently and very effective of doing things that should not be done at all. So understand what are the crappy stuff that you are doing right now, and stop doing this crappy stuff. Just focus on the good stuff. And the good stuff is just 6 things, for everything, for aviation, for rocket science, for medicine. There's, for all the sectors in the world, there is about 5 or 6 things that you need to do. And in our business, what you need to do is learning the skills to get interest from people. For example, let me give you a very very short exercise. How many times you get the question, hey, how are you? How many times per day? Hey, how are you? Hey, how are you? Hey, how are you? You get this question asked to you between 15 to 20 times. Hey, how are you? And what's the answer? The answer is fine. Hey, how are you? Fine. Hey, how are you? Great. Hey, how are you? Just think about a different answer. Hey, how are you? Oh my God, I'm so excited about my project in 2015. Why are you so excited? Listen, I have been approaching this amazing concept like an amateur. This has been a hobby. Now, finally, I got the tools, and I'm doing this as a professional. I'm doing this as a pro. Can you tell me what is this project about? Right now, I'm a little bit in a hurry. Do you have time tomorrow? And if we program ourselves for this simple exercise, hey, how are you? Oh my God, I'm doing great. No one in life is actually replying with that energy, because the reality is that there's in the day-to-day, there's only a few things to be happy about. Everybody, we have problems, the media, everything, so there's so many reasons to be sad, there's so many reasons to be upset, that if you program yourself to every time somebody says, hey, how are you? Oh my God, I'm doing great. You don't understand. I've been doing this project for 1 year, which I never understood. I was doing it like a hobby, and now I finally got the tools. Now I'm doing it like pro. Oh my God, what's the project about? Let's get up. Let's have some coffee tomorrow. So as soon as you change all the crappy stuff and you focus with the right energy of very simple fundamentals, which is attitude, then you'll see how this law of success can actually get you 10 to 15 appointments. Okay? Law number 3, make the value of your hour count. Some people say, I want to be 6-figure. This year, 2014, in November, it was very special because I had the opportunity to be in Las Vegas in the 6-figure summit. So basically, people that make $100,000 in a year. And let me tell you one thing. If you want to be a 6-figure earner, you have to make $50 per hour, period. This is on a base of about 2,000 hours per year. You who are listening to me right now, myself, everybody, it works about 2,000 hours per year. If you get $50 per hour, you make $100,000. Now you want to make $250,000, so $125 per hour. No, Jose, I want to make $1 million, so $500 per hour. So it's not about 1,250,000 or 100,000. It's about what are you doing at 8 in the morning? What are you doing at 9? What are you doing at 10? Would you pay somebody to pay $50 for what you're doing? And I can see your feeling right now. I can see, well, oh my God, $50 per hour. Listen, why don't we do the opposite? Law number 3 of success. Let's say, and pay attention to me closely. Let's say 2015, there are 10 months to go. You got March, April, May, and so on until December. I'm going to open a bank account for each one of you with $100,000. I'm sure how many of you would like that, would like me to do that for you? Okay, I'm sure you're saying, oh my God, all right. But this is the deal. From tomorrow on, if what you're doing every single hour, it doesn't worth $50, I remove $50 from your bank account. And if you do something that is $50, then you get to keep your $50 per hour. And this experiment, the real question is, at the end of 2015, would you arrive with $100,000? The answer is depends. Depends if you're able to execute $50 per hour every single hour. So now, Jose, tell me which are the activities that are worth $50 per hour. Number one, working on your contact list. Number two, doing appointments. Number three, showing people how to purchase. Number four, showing people how to start right, duplication. Number five, getting the skills to sell the tickets. Number six, showing the people why fast start is a good idea. So identify which are the 6 activities that make more money in your business and execute those activities. That's law number 3 of success. Now, do not try to like the setup. Remember one thing. The setup is what it is. Like Connect is what it is. Lioness is what it is. Your family is what it is. Your country is what it is. Your leaders is what it is. Society is what it is. Economy is what it is. I don't want you to like it. I want you to understand it for 2 reasons. Number one, so you don't get hurt. Oh my God, I didn't understand network marketing. You got hurt. Oh my God, I didn't understand how to sell tickets. You get hurt. So if you understand the setup, if you understand the game, you can use it in your advantage. So work on the skills. How, hey, somebody to help me how to sell tickets, how to show that the vouchers are a good idea. So basically, don't like the setup. Get the skills and understand the setup for 2 reasons. Number one, you don't get hurt. Number 2, you can take advantage of it. Now, things that we did in the first Accelerate Your Success seminar that we are going to be doing in April. So I share with you that there are 8 areas of in life. Some people talk about 4, some people talk about 8, they could be 10, it doesn't really matter, okay? But the important here is you have to be the change you want to be. You have to be the change you want to see in the world, okay? Now, let me give you an example. Let's say this is your situation in 2014. Number 1 is, ethical value, your plan, your roadmap. Basically, plan your 2015. Number 2 is health. Number 3 is finance. Number 4 is work. Number 5, family. Number 6, education. Number 6, like Connect. Number 7, you as a person. So just define which is the situation in January and February. And also define where do you want to be in March. So red is what already happened in January, February, and blue is what's going to happen in March, April, May, and June, for example. This is a very simple exercise. Some of you already have done it. Some of you have never done it. I encourage you to work on this picture, not only one time, to work on this picture every single month to see whether you are winning the game or you're losing the game. Now, goal for the month. Tell me 6 things that you're going to focus on. And you have to be specific. I'm going to focus on watching my expenses. I'm going to focus on watching my appointments. I'm going to focus on the follow-up. I'm going to focus on the tickets, and that's it, for example. Now, your financial goals. Please don't forget about this. Some people, things like money. Money is always an issue because we don't understand it. Remember the setup? If you don't understand it, you're never going to like it. So understand your professional expenses and your personal expenses. Understand your professional income and your personal income. Understand your professional profit and your personal profit. Understand your saving for the business, your personal savings, and finally, investment in your business and investment in your personal life, financial goals. Because building a critical mass is a must. Building a critical mass, which is an amount of money that you can rely for emergency, is a must. Now, remember, we also talk about indicators. I'm a big fan of indicators. Why? Because you need to know if you're winning or losing the game. What kind of indicators can we be talking about? For example, appointments, phone calls, tickets, books that I read, how many times I take care of my agenda, open the day, close the day, plan week, ideal week. There's so many indicators. But just choose some indicators and start looking if you are winning or losing the game. Now, the ideal week. Remember the formula 5-4-3. I don't have time today to go over this, but if you already are familiar with the Accelerate Your Success method, review once again the ideal week. And if you're not familiarized with the Accelerate Your Success method, please make sure that in April you come to our seminar, because the ideal week is what it allows you to actually start traveling in the way of success. Now, plan week. Plan week is ideal week is what I have to do every single week. My planned week is what I'm doing next week. So let's talk about, for example, Monday. This is an example. Monday, you have some activities from 6 in the morning until 11 at night, and you have some notes. And the important thing every single day is I open the day, and remember, I close the day. How much of the activities planned I actually executed today? What are the success of today? It has been a good day or it has been a bad day? And that's Monday. Let's go back to Tuesday. I open the day, I close the day. How many activities planned I execute? Tuesday was a good day or a bad day. Let's go to Wednesday. Same thing. Open the day, which is review what do I have to do, close the day, and finally set how many activities I have achieved. Let's go to Thursday. Same thing. This is what successful people do. You need to know if you're winning or losing the game. I know that you must be thinking, Jose, but damn, yo, doing this every single day. Yes, I'm talking about 5 minutes in the morning, 5 minutes at night. You open the day, you close the day. Friday, you do the same thing. Open the day, close the day. How many percentage of planned activities I have achieved? Boom. Friday, good day. Saturday, open the day, close the day. Saturday could be more for family, could be more for Light Connect. Saturday, good day or bad day. Sunday, open the day, close the day. You know, Sunday is good for planning. Every single Sunday afternoon, if you think, what would be Jose doing today? I am planning my success. Every Sunday afternoon, I am planning my success. Sunday. Now, closing the week. The moment of the truth. Closing the week is what I do on Sundays. And sometimes it is difficult. Just imagine reviewing your Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and closing the week and saying, which of these activities I should be saying no? Which of these activities I should be saying no? That's the moment of the truth. And sometimes I get angry because don't imagine that I have perfect weeks. Sometimes I don't have good weeks, but closing the week allows me to get an alert to get ready for the following week. Now, improvement actions. This is actually the end of the webinar of today. that I hope you found a lot of value. Once again, it is a pleasure for me to be helping you guys, also working with so many international leaders, and all the value, things that are working with my team, things that I'm discussing with other leaders, things that I see with my clients in Spain. I am collecting all the time these improvements and bringing them to you. So if you want things to change, you have to change. So here's the deal. You know that April 25th and 26th, I am going to be with my team in Zagreb. Okay, we're gonna be doing 2-day workshop. In fact, we're having 2 rooms. In one room, I'm gonna be working with people who already did the first part of Accelerate Your Success, and in another room, we also gonna be working with people who is the first time that they get exposed to the Accelerate Your Success method. So there's going to be 2 days very intense. I'm going to be preparing an amazing business progress with the guys. And in this business progress, you're going to see some expo with SME. So you're going to see a concept which is very similar, but with improvements. And I am very excited to announce that we're going to be there Saturday 25th, Sunday 26th with the business progress, and on the 27th is my birthday. So I'm gonna be celebrating my birthday with you guys in the Balkans. I'm taking my wife with me, and it's gonna be a pleasure to spend some time with the leader and to spend some time with you. I'm expecting a cake or something from you guys. This is a joke, but of course, a big part of planning success is actually having fun. So on the first day, I'm gonna once again review how to stay focused in 2015, how to concentrate on the results, identify these points of improvements, and how to spend more time not only planning, but goal setting and also goal controlling. Now, day 2 is about designing the ideal week, the week to success, the power to create massive momentum, and with the success book, how to create your destiny. You know that the regular price for this high value seminar is 250 euros, but here is one thing that we have decided to extend a little bit. Until March 1st, we're gonna allow you to choose one guest so you can share this experience with your team. 125 euros per ticket until March 1st. And remember, we are in network marketing and we are in a duplication business. People don't do what you say, people do what you do. If you invest into getting these tools that allows you to get momentum, allows you to every single month stay focused, this is exactly what your team is going to be doing. So one of the things that I'm very proud is not only helping you with these webinars, but also keeping you on track in February, keeping you on track in April, keeping you on track in June, keeping you on track with webinars and with events, keeping you in track. So 2015 is an amazing year. It is because we have a company which is called Light Connect, which is ready. After 11 years, after a lot of improvements, they are ready to basically share the world market. And this needs to be yours a little bit, a tiny piece of market. It needs to be yours. Why I say a tiny piece of market? Because with a tiny piece of market, it would be more than enough to generate passive income. So plan your 2015. This is where we are today. And are you going to be having a better 2015? Are you going to be doing the same thing? Or is it going to be worse? How is it going to be? Well, remember that success leaves clues. And now I'd like to invite Laden again to close the webinar. It has been a pleasure for me to once again provide the value, that I'm learning from my clients, from seminars that I do, from seminars that I actually go as a student. I'm always seeking for new information and new tools and skills to share with you. We have a new concept of events which are going to be amazing. We have some improvements also in the Plan Your Success method, and it is a pleasure for me to be there with you April 25th, April 26th, and make sure that you have a little piece of the market by taking your team to the Plan Your Success seminar and also to the Business Progress. Raden, this is now your turn.
Thank you, Jose, for all information and for all your knowledge. It was a fantastic evening, and I sent you many greetings for all Balkan leaders and all Balkan team. Dragi suradnici, evo ja se zahvaljujem Joseu na jednom stvarno izuzetnom webinaru, dakle on je snimljen na YouTube-u, možete ga poslati vašim suradnicima, mislim da je ovo doista dragocjeno znanje u 2015. godini i evo ja vam samo želim da ga maksimalno iskoristite i želim vam ugodan ostatak večeri i vidimo se uskoro. Hvala lijepa i laku noć.